Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what would your past self tell you exactly if they were to meet you today. Really looking forward to this reading, and as usual we'll be picking out 4 piles together. So 1, I actually feel this one, 2, 3 and 4. Let's see what we have. So for pile number 1, this is what it looks like. For pile number 2, this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, this is what it looks like. And for pile number 4, this is what it looks like. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. All right, so today's crystals are in their raw form. For pile number 1, we have the lemon quartz. For pile number 2, we have the opalite. For pile number 3, we have the kunzite. And for pile number 4, we have the clear quartz. All right, so take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or several or all of the piles, actually, always trust your intuition, as I always say, whether it's one, several, or all. It is your intuition that is the magic that leads you to your right reading. You're always meant to hear your message, and so always let it guide you, whether it's one, several, or all. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome back to the card shuffling and picking process. It's always a pleasure having you here, and I do want to talk about the feedback that you guys gave me with one of the last video. I put in some music and you guys were like, no, please don't put in that music. I know some of you enjoyed it, but most of you said no, we don't want the music, we'd rather hear the cards shuffling, you'd rather connect. And let me tell you what a pleasure that was, hearing that. Thank you so much. If you would know how much I love connecting with you guys. But I kind of for a while thought maybe I'm boring you. Maybe I'm just like either, you know, shuffling, focused on the process, or connecting with you guys. Maybe it got a little bit boring, and it would be nice to, you know, let you relax. But that's not what you guys think, and it's really an honor, and believe me, it's a pleasure for me to connect with you. It's more of an effort really to put music, but I was willing as always to put in, this wants to come out, to put in that effort to make you guys enjoy that process. So thank you for letting me know. I'd rather connect with you too, really. As I said, I was just really worried you're getting bored. So thank you. All right, so as you know, I put in the intention for this reading before. 2, okay. before starting the shuffling process, but let's do that together. What would your past self tell you exactly if they were to meet you today? What would they tell you? I set this intention for any deck that we use during the shuffling and the card picking process. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 cards out of each tarot deck, but from this one, I'm only taking 1. I felt it called out to me for this reading, so I just took it. Right, let's start with this one. So what would your past self tell you if they were to meet you today? So interesting. I can't wait for this one. And this and that. Okay. Right. Let's take this one. Actually, I was thinking about doing something, but I wasn't planning on telling you guys so early. But I felt kind of pushed to tell you guys now. And I was worried about telling you guys because I wasn't sure if I still have the time to do it yet. But I'm so pushed to do it out of no reason in the world but to help. And I was thinking of doing a new series, even if it would make the tiniest little views in the world. I just want to do this new series from my heart to help the community start little by little getting up, and you know, it's like a series that would offer a hand so that we can together help each other up. I meant for this series to really help anyone who wants to start embarking on achieving their dreams and doing and becoming everything that they want, to live whatever it is that they have in their minds. They just want that little push in the beginning, you know, that motivation that, you know, sometimes we want to start, but we don't know exactly where to start, what to do. Yeah, that's where I want to help. Even if it helps one person that watches the videos, one person, I would be motivated to do it until I finish this series. I really want to help out, to help everyone get on track. And the reason is because I worked as a life coach for many years. I used to train multinational companies to do the same, and I know I have some key understandings on how to really help. And so I feel like I need to do this, to make a small series, tiny steps, one step at a time, to help everyone, you know, get up and really help. Because, you know, sometimes everyone can do it, but sometimes we really need this helping hand. Everyone, me, everyone, to just start. Sometimes we're overwhelmed. Sometimes we don't know where to start, what to do exactly. And I feel like I can really help out there. So I wasn't really planning on saying this. I feel it's crazy that I actually announced this. Oh my God. Because as much as I would love to do it, I'm a little bit worried, because once I commit to something, and I know people are like now committed to listening to it, I have to go through with it. So I did announce it because it's speaking to my heart, and I'm gonna do it anyways. And yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm ready to actually do that. But it's in my heart and I have to let it out. Okay. So, I'm sorry if I talked a lot during the preparation process. I just had to, I don't know, I wasn't planning to say it. It just came out. Okay, so here are the 4 piles. There we go. Let's now put them neatly together. Yeah. There we go. That is pile number 1. Right. It's a bit tricky when they're different sizes. There we go. So pile number 1 with the lemon quartz. Pile number 2. Is also ready. Oh, I also want to tell you guys something. There is another video that I've already done, that I was really called to do, and I didn't release it yet. There was this day where I had an upload issue, so I recorded another video. Anyways, there is another video where I didn't talk at all in the beginning, in the pile picking process and the shuffling, because I was planning to add music, but now that I know you guys don't want it, please don't be surprised. I'll be doing some voiceover so that you can hear the cards and everything. But do know when this video comes, that's what's going on. Okay. I think the video is about, what was it about? What do your spirit guides want to let you know right now? So yeah, look forward to that. Now you guys have a sneak peek on what's coming. Hey, I just want to tell you, it's a pleasure connecting with you guys. Perhaps I talked more knowing that you guys are listening and you're not bored. Thank you for connecting with me. It is such a pleasure. And let's get in. Oh, love you guys so much. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the lemon quartz as well as this card here. So we're taking a look at what your past self would tell you if they were to meet you today. Okay, so this says release self-judgment. On the other side, even if the opinions you have about yourself are not even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. This is interesting. Let's keep it here and see how that fits with the rest of the reading. You have desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Okay. You also have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Such a positive, beautiful card. You also have the comic. Interesting. You kind of see a theme here. All right. I think I need to shift these cards a little bit so we have space for the rest of your cards. But until then, did we have just one? Yes, we had one of these. Ooh, coins. Money will be coming to you. What an interesting reading. All right, let me shift these to the side so we have space for tarot, and I'll come back. All right, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Three of Voices or the Three of Swords. There we go. You have the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Swords. Such playful energy here. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. The Tower. The Queen of Pentacles again, aligning with the Queen of Pentacles. That's pretty strong. Okay. You have the King of Wands. And you have, whoa, the King of Pentacles. A lot of court cards in your reading, for sure. We have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles twice, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So we can see a lot of descriptions about what your past self is reminding you of. You see, with the Seven of Pentacles, I see your past self telling you, you have been through a long road, my dear friend. Yes, you have been through a long road. And with the Desert Passage, as well as the Three of Swords, in the past, it really wasn't, and the Tower, of course, it wasn't an easy one. You tried as much as you could to keep it together because, as you can see, you seem to be a very strong person and very independent person, with the Queen of Pentacles coming twice and the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. I see your past self reminding you of who you are. Now, your past self is telling you that despite all of the perhaps traumas and the disappointments that happened to you in your past, you were always a cheerful, happy person. You always looked forward to a happy life. You always believed that there was a special path for you. And your past self is telling you this divine path that you always believed in. Do you see how much you can really see it all over your reading here? Is always going to be there for you. In fact, you are, with the coins, money will be coming to you. I see your past self being in a clearer era, to see things clearly than today, telling you that this path is still there. But do you see, the path isn't necessarily straight. It, you know how energy ebbs and flows. It goes wary sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you're not moving towards the right direction. In fact, I see your past self telling you to release the sadness, the judgment, the traumatic events and all the things that happened in the past. Let it be in the past. But always remember that you are much stronger than you may remember to be. But you being that strong and that independent will not change. The King of Pentacles, the King of Wands. I see your past self telling you to reconnect back to who you are, to the free soul that you used to be, to reconnect back to the drive that you used to have, to the internal power that you used to have. Because no matter how events come, disappointments happen, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take who you are away from you. And it is a matter of rebuilding yourself back, or rebuilding that part of you back where you can blossom once more. And we can see how your past self is reminding you how to do it here with the comic. To go back to that positive dreams, to the positive dreams that you used to have, that used to propel you forward. To reconnect back to that vivid dream that you used to have. Yes, disappointment happened in the way. That is true. But they're not here to take what is yours away from you. You will see with all these butterflies that you will one day say that these things transformed you to the better. It really propelled you to move forward. It helped you. If you were independent in the past, you are even more independent. You're stronger. You know now how to realize all the temptations or all the things that you once dreamt of as a little inner child, a little child. Now you have grown up to be the adult that will make these dreams come true. And it's really funny that I see a snake here, because I heard a piece of information right before this reading, and it's interesting that snakes came up. You know, I just heard a fun fact that owls kept snakes as pets. Can you believe that? I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't know that. So seeing a snake now, right after hearing this, I would say it's the same things that used to threaten you that will be your friend to help you move forward. So for example, if you were, for example, disappointed with what your work environment has done to you, or your friends and family has done to you, or what the laws have done to you, whatever it is that disappointed you exactly, or things that hindered you from achieving your dreams in general, whatever they were, they will be the same things that will make you understand and realize so many things in a different way now. You will open up your eyes to see things differently. And had they not happened, you wouldn't have learned about the different hindrances, about what could happen when things don't go exactly right, how to exactly in our world achieve the things that you want. So now you're equipped with the right knowledge and the right resources and the right understanding of how to get the things that you want. You now know what type of, how to exude your own confidence and power, how to shine, how to be careful, how to move forward with care. An example of that from someone I know in my life who really wanted to be a business person. She worked hard in her job, but wanted to veer off course and do her own business. And so she found an amazing opportunity where there was this school. She met someone in her club that owned the school and knew that she was a pretty savvy person and asked her to create some school t-shirts for an event. And so the t-shirt order was pretty big, and she knew another person within the club who had a factory who printed t-shirts. And so she met with them. They agreed on the quality of the t-shirts. She's very meticulous about having things done really well. But it was her first time to do a business on her own. And so a lot of the things that she would do in her company, she didn't do personally. Like, the biggest mistake was she handed the factory their money without a contract. And so when I asked her, did you sign the contract? And she's like, no. This person is so decent. They're with me in the same club. They would never do this to me. And I had a really bad feeling in my gut. And I said, no, I really think you should go and sign that contract. And at some point, I felt like I was annoying her by telling her to go. She felt it was embarrassing to embarrass this person like that. And behold, this person took the money, kept telling her that he was busy, he was going to do these t-shirts for her. Then he gave her the first rounds of the t-shirts that were really of poor quality. And so the school person found out. She tried to fix the situation, and lo and behold, this factory person told her, you're really getting on my nerves. I didn't get any money from you, and I'm not doing anything. And this is when really things went downhill for her. Now, she had to not only apologize for messing up the school's event, but she had to pay off a huge lump sum that she didn't necessarily have. It was such a catastrophic event. And I don't want to get into the details of this. It was really catastrophic. She had to pay it off. And I don't want to tell you that the other person at the school person took advantage of that situation and tried to get even more money out of her. And anyways, long story short, it was such a traumatic event. I cannot begin to tell you. I personally have learned so much from this event. I spent a year being heartbroken for this person, trying to help them as much as I can. And anyways, thank God this event was finished peacefully. It happened, but this event really, or it felt like it broke this person for a while until they really learned a lot from this event. So much. You have no idea. And now this person has moved on and they've done other successes in their lives. And this is that's just an example of how sometimes challenges can really affect us, but we do learn so much at the end of the day from these things. And the reason I'm telling you the stories, I feel like your past self is telling you, you have been through a lot that caused a crack. You were trying to keep it together, but you lost that beautiful side of you that used to embrace the beauty of life, that used to be so positive, that knew that everything was going to be okay. And deep down, you still have that fire. It's still there. And it's time to release the sadness, to work on blossoming again, because you're the Queen of Pentacles here. You are someone who's meant to blossom, who's positive, who knows how to make things happen in life. And whether that happened or not yet, you are, You are destined to have an amazing life of achieving your dreams. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is about. And seeing this and seeing your passage, you're meant to do that. And seeing the King of Pentacles with abundance here, you are meant, let me adjust that. You are meant to make your dreams come true. So your past self is telling you to ignite that part of you back. Start now, leaving the past to the past. It happened for a reason. Learn from it, and to stop the cycle of going continually remembering what happened, and to know that feeling like the doors are shut is only an idea in your mind. It's pretty open if you open your eyes again. And you will see that in no time, because the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest knights in the deck, in no time, even though things were going slow, it's going to go very quickly for you now. It's like almost now is the divine time for that. So I see your past self really reminding you of the beautiful person that you are, of how confident and powerful you are, how you've always had that vision, that will. That type of energy is the energy that will help you manifest everything that you want. Yes, things happened in the way, but they didn't come for you to stop getting what you should get. They were only there to help you get what you want. And remember, if a child, for example, a little child, wants to learn how to walk, they fall a lot. They fall so many times. It doesn't mean that they're not destined to fall, but it was pretty necessary for the muscle to understand and learn how to stand up and walk. And it is what it is in the 3D. We go through life and we learn so many things in order to empower us and to never again see these challenges, because now we're equipped and we know how to deal with them, and we know now how to walk forever. We know now how to open a door handle. We know now how to handle things that we did not know how to do in the past. And they only propel us forward. And that's what your past self is here to tell you. Your past self is telling you, look towards the future, because it's filled with the sun, it's filled with positivity, and you're about to now embark on something amazing. So it's now the time for you to get in touch with that. And pile number 1, I'm wishing you all the best of luck from my heart. May you always achieve your dream. And I can really see your beautiful energy. You must be such a sweetheart. So I hope you go back to that beautiful, vibrant energy. It's time for you to go back. The future is full of roses. It's blossoming for you, and it's going to be great. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but really it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. This book truly holds true to this promise, and if you're interested, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook if you love that. I know I do. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. You're such an amazing person. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Opalite, as well as this really interesting card. So it says, replace fear with love. On the other side, it says, the human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. Interesting. All right, we're seeing a message here of choosing words, but we don't know whether your past self is talking about the past or the future, or what's going on now, I mean the present. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards first. You have answering the call. The time is now. Isn't this interesting? Obviously, they're talking about a critical time of your life. Yes, especially... No, this is not timing. Okay, so you have the astral house happiness. Whoa. This is really cool. Love, happiness. All right, so you have the box. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards and see together the whole what the whole message is. So you have the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man. Interesting. Oop. You have the Eight of Voices, which is the Eight of Swords. Really does show in this card feeling stuck to an extent that could be even claustrophobic. Let's see. You have the Hermit. The King of Pentacles. The King of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. You have the Ten of Swords. And you have the Five of Pentacles with the Outsider. It's uncanny how in this story here, we're seeing a story that has to do a lot with people. Three of Cups, then the Ten of Swords. This is an Inuit story of a father who betrayed his own daughter to save himself. It's a long story. Is it an Inuit story? Yes, it is. So, we're seeing some sort of betrayal here and feeling left out in the cold by someone. And then you have the Hermit card and the Eight of Swords, feeling again stuck and alone. So we're seeing that type of energy here. Stuck and alone is again being repeated with the box. Feeling stuck and enclosed. All right. It's like a box within a box within a box. This claustrophobic idea of really feeling stuck in a situation with people who may have betrayed you. With the Ace of Pentacles, perhaps you have planted a long-term connection with some people. You have planted the seeds, you have watered it, you were patient, you let it grow, and then it grew up to hurt you. And for some reason, these connections made you feel alone. Yeah, maybe you couldn't trust other people, and so with that, you felt stuck and alone. That's why you have an open door. Maybe you closed the door on connecting with other people and you resided to being by yourself. You've changed. With the Muse here, perhaps you changed. You were maybe a very outgoing person who connected with so many people, who believed in other people. And you were deeply hurt by someone or close people to you. People, just like with this Inuit story, like a father betraying his own daughter. So someone was very close to you, or some people who were very close to you were the same people who betrayed you and left you out in the cold. So I see your past self here watching you change. You have changed from being a very outgoing person. You can almost see this person still with their clubbing outfit or their night out. They were having fun, and now they're hanging there on their own. They're seeing life from a totally different perspective. And I see your past self telling you to look at things from a bird's eye view. This is the only way you can see the picture truly as it is. You might feel like you are stuck, but you see with the Five of Pentacles here, the lock is not closed. So it's an idea that one is left out in the cold when your reality is really not there. Replaying the events over and over caused you to create many layers of belief, strong belief that it's best that you stay alone and keep yourself safe. And you know, the opalite is a crystal that is man-made. So this gives me an idea that, yes, while these betrayals did happen, the strong idea that it is always going to be like that is man-made, or rather not the truth, created by your own mind to protect you. So the puzzle for me here is, why is your past self coming to tell you that? Why isn't this in the future self reading, for example? I need to look at the cards closely. See, I see an eye here. I need to look closely. Give me a second. Oh, you have answered the call. An open door to something closed, which means that this means that sometimes we think that we know in the future more than our past selves. But it seems like in your situation here, it's the other way around in this specific story or area, where your past self can see beyond you this time, because you have built a false idea that you with the box may feel very stubborn about, or you believe very hard. And so this time your past self is the one who can really see clearly. It's like you hearing about yourself in the future now, where you would hear in the future about yourself saying, there is no hope in anything, there's nothing that I can do. And you hearing these ideas, that now you would know that whatever happens, yes, it must be really bad at that point, but you still know some ideas of, for example, there's always hope, there's always a way out, why stay stuck when we can get out, and so on. So I see your past self seeing this situation clearer. And so with the time is now, answer the call. I see that your past self has come today urgently in the reading to tell you, unleash that part of you. Let that story go. Let these people go. It doesn't mean that everyone is going to be turning out that way. And that's why you have here, now we understand that the mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. And we see your past self telling you it's time for you to open that door that you have closed for a long time, to unleash these ideas. Yes, are there harsh people? Definitely. But if you look at it from a bird's eye perspective, you will see the whole picture, where some people are really bad, but there are always wonderful people. Like you, pile number 2. You seem to be a happy-go-lucky person at heart. And the reason you are so disappointed, obviously, is because You would never imagine to do that to anyone. And so just like you are there, there's always going to be wonderful people. And with the time is now, your past self is telling you that the time is now for you to really meet wonderful people. Let yourself out, unleash the past and unleash yourself and change your perspective back. This time with your learned experiences, you will see that you do not have to spend it alone. That there are so many people that you will love who will be loyal and wonderful and will not betray you the way these people betrayed you. Don't let a few toxic people decide for you how your future is going to be like. And so with the King of Swords, your past self is here to tell you to have an open mind about what could be, to give it another chance. Because the Eight of Swords is an energy all about holding on to ideas that are not true, that are keeping you stuck. And I see here your past self's message is to open up your heart to happiness again, to replace ideas, most importantly, to replace ideas of you can't trust people, that you can't open up your heart again, by ideas of I will find amazing people and I'm gonna go out there and find them. This time, by being careful, because I've learned a lot. And that's the message that I see here for you. I see your past self telling you, you will be happy once again. That's the energy outside time. So pile number 2, that was your reading. It was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. I know that life is going to open up for you again. It seems like you're going to be happy. You're going to meet amazing people. So look forward to that. And that was your reading, pile number 2. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 2. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But really, it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. Oh, and now there's also an audiobook as well. If you love audiobooks like I do, and pile number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in, wishing you all the best from my heart, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Kunzite, as well as this interesting card. So it says, create a beautiful dream. On the back it says, your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Okay. So we have that here. Let's see how that fits in your message today from your past self. So you have 2 of these, right? So you have faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Okay. You have the offering. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. You also have carriage, a journey, neither physical or mental. Okay. How about I try to keep both tea leaves here? You have March. Now that is specific, right? Ooh la la, okay. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of your reading. You have the Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups. You have the Ace of Emotions, which is the Ace of Cups. Interesting how these came together right away. You have the... Did we just have one card from this deck? Yeah, that happened. No. Oh, sorry. You have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Four of Cups. Right. I see. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. That's pretty significant. What a message. You have the Six of Wands. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. You have the Sun. You have the High Priestess. And you have the Five of Swords with comparison, right? So your message is really specific, but I'm kind of seeing things in the future. Let me check something and come back. Okay, so I researched. I did not find anything yet to answer my question. But really what is mind-boggling me about your reading is that there is a specific prediction here. And we did do this reading to know exactly what your past self wants to say. So let me tell you what I see here. I don't know how your past self is making a prediction. It's something that I will research later, or perhaps this is simply a message from Spirit letting you know something important within your past self's message. So what I see here, pile number 3, is that your past self talking to you about a past dream that you wanted to do or create. Something speaks to the strings of your heart that you really want to do or wanted to do in the past, but perhaps you got carried away with life and work and didn't really have the chance or the opportunity to do it. But I see your past self coming here telling you from far away places, which shows me that it's a very long time ago. It's a long dream in your heart, and perhaps you had to do you had to do what you needed to do to maybe have the life that you have today, or to achieve stability with the Four of Cups. 4 stands for stability. But with the Four of Cups again, Four of Cups talks about not being entirely happy, not being fully satisfied. Five of Pentacles, we see that it's like you're going through life, but it stings because it's not really the direction that you want. And with the Five of Swords, we can clearly see that in your heart, there is always a comparison of what you're doing and what you would rather do. In fact, that dream that your past self is here to talk to you about is in full alignment with your spiritual journey. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in conjunction with that, showing that not only is it time for you to start it, but you will gain a lot of fortune starting it. The Sun here represented by Ra, and Ra is a deity, a symbol of a new era. This is uncanny. So we can see with the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune that you will be absolutely victorious and successful and fortunate in this journey. It's really, really interesting because it seems like with the carriage reminds me of the Chariot. If you go along that path now, perhaps in March, you're going to start to see great success. Your past self is really urging you to start considering how you can get in touch with that. And you have this advice to start what's in your heart now. And the Ace of Cups going on to the King of Cups, showing that you will be victorious in completing that mission. It really speaks to your heart. It's unbelievable with the Ace of Emotions and the King of Emotions. It's taking space here in your reading. So really what I'm seeing your past self telling you is that there's some sort of sacrifice that needs to happen for this new horizon to begin. At the moment, you're in your bubble, trying to make it work, enjoying your space, but you're not fully satisfied. And the funny thing is, unlike what you think, this dream will be the dream that will create this fortune for you and this success. But it needs a sacrifice. Perhaps this sacrifice is doing two things at the same time, whatever you're doing now, as well as putting in little by little towards the other dream, or perhaps to begin in March. Take it how it resonates, pile number 3. But all in all, your past self is here to remind you of that dream, to tell you that this new beginning will be very fortunate for you. It's your dream path. It's what you've always wanted. It's what speaks to your heart. It could be the healing to what you feel today. Pile number 3. See, with the journey, either physical or mental, I kind of feel like even if you cannot move physically today or do something exactly about it right away, at least start it mentally by preparing mentally for it, thinking of how you can start working on it. What can you do later on? When can you begin? What do you need to begin? And so on. But all in all, with the carriage, it is this dream that will carry you to that success and fortune. Pile number 3. This is really a significant message from your past self. It's like, don't forget what's in your heart. Don't forget that beautiful dream that you want to create. Don't get caught up in what you're doing today, because it's the path you're meant to get into. And you will see with the 5 of Swords here that you're not really entirely happy. To follow your heart. Now let me take your tarot cards and get more advice on how you are meant to do that. What are you advised to begin to do exactly? So what is pile number 3's advice? What are they being advised to do exactly, please? 1, 2, 3. Oh, should I take these? Yeah, I'm gonna take these and this one. That's what I feel, so I'll just take them. Okay, so you have the Fool. Yeah, see, you're really invited to begin. Pile number 3, at least mentally. It's like the time is now. See, the time is now. Get ready for new horizons. And that's why you have this, the offering or the sacrifice here. Jump start it by at least thinking about it. Because if you don't at least think about when you're going to begin, how you're going to begin, maybe you're advised to begin in March. Maybe it's going to start blooming in March. If you don't maybe begin by March, you may be losing the opportunity. Maybe you have you are beyond illusion with the Judgment card. Wow, they're all major arcana. So you have the Devil card here with conditioning. They're all major arcana. Wow. You have the Magician. Unbelievable. See, they're all, it's like a major message here for you, pile number 3. You have the Moon with past lives, kind of indicating you know that this is what you want in your heart, and time is running. It's like you came with this past life, you came here this time to accomplish this. This is a big message. And you have the, so we have the major arcana here, and you have the Knight of Pentacles with slowing down. The Two of Wands with possibilities. And you have the Queen of Pentacles with flowering. Okay, so actually your message is quite clear, pile number 3, on what you need to do. So here we're seeing to just begin thinking about it. Start dreaming, start drawing the plan of how you can transform your situation. With slowing down, it's not about doing it quickly, but it's rather about taking the time to explore your possibilities, slowly but surely. But don't let it on the side until you find that time to do it, because this is with the Devil card here, this is what's keeping you stuck. It's this lion tied up in sheep's clothing, thinking that you can only do one thing, when really you can at least think of the possibilities. The idea here is to think how you can do it. And you will find with the Magician here that not only do you have the full skills to do that, to start working on it, but you have the resources needed. Time is running out. And if you think about how you can slowly start on it, create the plan, when you can begin, how to do it, you will find that you're supported with ideas, that you're supported with resources, maybe even finances, to begin this. And something is up with March. Something significant is happening in March. And I do feel like the roses are willowing. I feel like time is running. There's an urgency here from your past self to tell you, you know that this is what you want. Don't get too caught up in what you're doing now. Continue your mission, but start thinking about how you can begin this, pile number 3. And believe me, you are going to be fortunate and successful once you begin. It's going to bring you even more fortune and success than you think. That's the message that I see here for you, pile number 3. Have a thought. How can you put them together little by little? What small, tiny steps can you take? It's not about the rabbit. It's about taking small, tiny steps. Slow but steady wins the race. Just think about it and you will find solutions. You will find possible ways of beginning either right away or ahead in the months ahead. Pile number 3. So pile number 3, that was your reading. This is what I see your past self really here telling you. I wish you all the best of luck with this revived dream. May you always be successful in following your heart and achieving everything that you want. And pile number 3, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But really, it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 3, it was a real pleasure. Thank you for tuning in, wishing you all the best, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful clear quartz as well as this really interesting card. It says, seek to know the truth. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. How interesting. Let's see how that fits with the rest of your cards, how this message fits with the rest of your cards on what your past self would tell you exactly. So you have fellow travelers. Do you see how there's a peacock here? This is interesting. Support is all around you. Okay. You also have, whoa, the mystic. That's a strong message here. And you have claw. Be careful, do not take risks. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards so we get a better understanding. You have the Rebel. This is the Emperor card. You have the Four of Wands, the Death card, you have the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Wands. Wow. Okay. So what does your past self want to tell you, pile number 4? I see your past self telling you something so sweet, pile number 4. I see your past self telling you that you have found the truth about you. With this Two of Wands, I see that your past self is telling you that you have really grown and transformed and loved yourself in a way that I would have loved to see you. You've become everything very unique in the way that I would love to see you with. And I see your past self really celebrating that transformation, as opposed to perhaps beating yourself up about so many things in the past. This could also be with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands being triggered, being in internal conflict, being challenged in so many things. We see here that your past self is telling you, thank you for taking a risk on us. Whereas in the past I was careful. You have taken that risk that was unthinkable. With do not take risks. It was unthinkable in the past. But with the Emperor here, I see your past telling you, I'm so proud of you for showing me that we are that strong. I didn't know. Thank you for being who you are today and being this special, unique person, and to allow us, and that you've allowed us to see that transformation that we've always wanted. Taking a look at you in the future, I'm seeing you have grown a lot. You've created that new beginning that we've always wanted. And I see with the Three of Cups here, your past self is telling you you're becoming wonderful with people or with your surrounding. You've done something here with people. Maybe you found wonderful friends, or you've grown your social capabilities. And I see your past self really thanking you for that. Most importantly, I see your past self thanking you for being today that person that they've always wanted. With the Two of Wands, you maintained a lot of balance within yourself in order to be that new person. Your past self is seeing that you've broken a lot of chains, perhaps mental chains and different circumstances that are unthinkable. Perhaps you have done things that weren't just unthinkable to your past self, but were unthinkable to everyone around you. It is impressive to watch how far you have gone and how far you're continuing to go. Pile number 3. Your past self is so proud of you for giving you and them this new beginning of manifesting what they wanted to see you be. What a beautiful message, pile number 4. It talks about how your past self is talking about how you've transformed from something that was unthinkable, that most people wouldn't think is possible to happen. But you and them can see how much you've transformed. Not only you, but everyone around you can see just how much you've transformed. And you've transformed into something that they truly love about you today. Pile number 4. You've grown a lot, especially from your internal struggles. With the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, maybe you've healed some triggers. Maybe you've healed internal talk. Yeah, you're not punishing yourself over things anymore because you've found a way to not just speak to yourself, but to heal and change. Pile number 4. Something is grabbing my attention. With all these eyes and looking towards the future, I feel like your past self wants to tell you something about a vision they have about the future that they want to expand on. Let's see what that is. So, what does pile number 4's past self vision here? What do they want to bring their attention here towards? May we kindly find out. It's like now that you've done all this, they have more hopes, perhaps that they want to remind you with. Isn't that cute? So, what is that, please? Vision that pile number 4's past self can see. Okay, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. So, let's see. You have the Knight of Pentacles with slowing down. The 9 of Swords with sorrow. Ooh, the Star card with silence. Interesting. You have the Moon card with past lives. You have the 9 of Pentacles with ripeness. The Knight of Swords with fighting. The 5 of Pentacles with the outsider. And you have the 10 of Wands with suppression. I feel here your past self wants to tell you that you have changed in so many ways. And now is the time to fully heal from the weight that was on your shoulders. See, with the 10 of Wands in conjunction with this specific 5 of Pentacles of this locked door, I feel here that there are still some old wounds being tied down with the past life from the past. Some wounds need to come out and heal slowly. And I see with the Nine of Pentacles, your past self telling you you'll be able to overcome this last healing as you have done with everything. In fact, I see your past self really encouraging you to do that, because with this specific past life, it's like you're breaking generational karma. So it's not entirely just things that happened to you in the past, but you're also going to be healing perhaps from the same cycle that happened with your ancestors. Maybe DNA, sadness in the DNA or something of the sort. I really see with the star here that you will be achieving that. This will come true. Your past self is telling you to slowly start healing from that to know that you are someone who achieves everything, and that you will be able to achieve that. Don't think that these wounds or these pains are going to, this cycle is going to stay with you. This is ending, pile number 4. And they really wish to see you with this star card here to heal from that, and slowly but surely in silence, perhaps meditate. Oh, perhaps, yeah, because you have a Buddha here. So maybe by meditating, sitting in silence, healing with healing sounds, breathing, you'll be able to fully release this and heal. Don't give up is your message with the Knight of Swords. You will see that you will reach your full ripeness. You will be up completely healed from these past wounds. You have gone so far, and there's only a little bit left. Pile number 4. Wait, I'm gonna help you with this. I want to expand on this. What exactly are you advised now that we know what your past self's message is here? Your past self is reminding you of old wounds, childhood wounds that now need to heal. All right, so let's get advice from Spirit on how you can exactly and specifically heal these wounds. You're meant to break that generational cycle. So how can pile number 4 break that generational cycle, please? So we're expanding on this now. You have, whoa, this is an extra card in this deck with the Master. So I would say with the crown chakra here, master your mind. Master your mind. Okay. What was the message here? When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement, which is the opinion, is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. Oh my God, the magic in these readings. Okay? Oh my God. Oh my God, do you see that? Your reading is so magical. We're talking about setting you free by understanding, right? This is the Page of Cups. You have the Magician with existence. I'm really seeing meditation being a whole part of it. Maybe if you're already meditating, or if you're not, maybe consider this to meditate. And to stay in nature as well is another part of your healing. Yes, I actually heard a neuroscientist saying that part of the healing process is to get into an experience of awe. It makes the mind really get in touch with the present moment, and to feel like there are things far bigger than your own issues and your own problems and or challenges. And so this neuroscientist was saying to try, like, what are examples of awe? For example, when we travel and we see another city or new cultures, or when we get into nature, when we take a look at how beautiful it is, or when we listen to a beautiful sound of a bird, and so on, to play with a child, whatever it is, to have an experience outside our own, a simple one. So maybe go out in nature and meditate a lot. Try to get into that habit. I think this would, your message here would really, is that it would really help you out, along with building new belief systems and repeating it to yourself, building new seeds. And the more you repeat these seeds to yourself every day, it's like a morning ritual to repeat these mantras to yourself. They will become new habits of thought. To not just repeat them in the morning or at any time, of course, but to catch yourself actually applying it. Every time you find yourself going, of course, to go back to these thoughts. Go back and plant these seeds that you've put in. Pile number 4. Wow. You have the sun. The sun is a symbol of healing, right? And with the source here, I really feel like you are supported. You will break this in your lifetime. In fact, very soon. See, support is all around you. It's gonna happen. And you have the 7 of Pentacles with patience. The last message that we see here with patience is, do know that it's a process. And if you find yourself going up and down, that's okay. Do know that this is the healing cycle. If you find yourself down, let it take its course and decide to slowly get back up and to think in the right way, to empower yourself with new thoughts. And believe me, the more you think with these new thoughts, the more it's going to become the new you. You become what you think about most of the time. So pile number 4, that was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck. May you reach this ultimate healing and be a very happy person. I'm proud of you the way your past is proud of you. May you always be blessed. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 4. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but really it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 4, it was a real pleasure connecting with you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.